Alright guys, time to put your pens away. Theory is done, and we're leaving on a school trip to switch to the practical part.
In this episode of K2 School of Rockers, we will not only demonstrate spins, but we will also add some flips. To keep the risk of injury to an absolute minimum, we strongly recommend visiting a special training facility such as the Freestyle Academy in Laax, Switzerland. Due to the numerous trampolines, gym mats, and foam pits, you will experience the perfect conditions in order to learn even the most complex of motions. Once you're able to stick all the tricks inside the training facility, you can start bringing them to the snow. A big advantage when it comes to the backflip is the fact that you will not have to switch direction during the entire trick. In order to make this one smooth move, throw your head back into your neck and push your hips forward as you initiate the backflip. This is a critical point. Don't hesitate. Once you've thrown your head back into your neck, you really have to stay committed to the motion, and consequently bring it to an end in order to safely stick the trick. Due to the fact that you'll be able to see the landing really soon, you will instantly know whether you rotated too fast or too slow. If something's wrong, you'll be able to slow down the rotation by stretching out your body. To speed up your motion, you'll need to keep your legs tucked in just a little bit longer. The takeoff needs to be initiated by an impulsive stretching out of the whole body. To generate additional momentum, you can extend your arms as well. Right after that, the actual rotation forward needs to be induced by energetically tucking your legs and your head towards your chest. In order to achieve quite a compact posture and to speed up your rotation, you should also move your arms near your lower legs. After about 3/4 of a rotation, the previously mentioned topic, timing, comes into play. Due to the fact that you'll see the landing rather late, you'll need to rely on your instincts. As soon as you're able to spot the landing, stretch out in order to stop rotating and to be able to softly absorb the landing. Perform the in-run like you used to doing other switch tricks. That means, already look over the shoulder pointing in the direction that you'd like your spin to go. The impulse needed for the spin can be induced by swinging your arms right before the takeoff. Swinging them during the takeoff will additionally support the spin that is led by your head and followed by your shoulders and then the rest of your body. Start grabbing as soon as possible. To do so, you'll need to tuck your legs in order to build up some body tension and be able to reach your ski. By reaching deep down to the grab with your right hand, your right shoulder will automatically be pulled a little bit lower than your left one. It is because of this that Switch 540 Japans often appear to be a little bit corked out. By doing a smooth turn while approaching the kicker, you can literally use the in-run to be carried into the trick. Dissolve the turn right at the edge of the kicker by energetically letting your right shoulder and your upper body fall back. That way you'll already find yourself in a typical flat spin-like rotary motion that is led by your right shoulder. The resulting posture allows for adding a Japan grab quite easily. Due to the fact that your head will be pointing in the upper left direction throughout the entire rotation, you'll be able to see the landing quite soon. Whether you want to do a flat spin 360 or a flat spin 540 instead is up to you. Quite a lot of riders think the flat 540 is an easier trick because you don't need to prematurely disrupt the rotation. Since you're already familiar with doing 360s and 540s, the 720 shouldn't be much of a problem. The most important part is to put more emphasis in the initiation of the spin, compared to the 540. Should you, despite all efforts, not be able to spin a whole 720 degrees, you might want to try stepping it up to the next bigger kicker. As with any other trick, adding a safety grab to the 720 will help you maintain control during the air time. The typical cork motion will be initiated by slightly bending your hip to the left and additionally tilting your head back towards your left tail. Grab the right tail with your right hand after having spun about 180 degrees. You can simplify things by crossing both skis in order to bring the tail closer to the hand that's about to grab it. After about 540 degrees of the rotation, you will start preparing for the landing by dissolving the grab as well as the cork motion. By setting the in-run a little sideways, you'll need to pop off the foot facing away from the rail a little bit stronger. This way you'll be able to overcome any distance between yourself and the obstacle. After the takeoff, it's time to land on the rail with your legs apart. A wide stance will allow you to center your weight and maintain a low center of gravity. It's basically the same as if you were sliding a box, but with rails, all the motion needs to be performed way more precisely. With the 270 on, some might find it helpful to approach the rail a little less parallel, but more facing towards the obstacle instead. Once again, you'll need to pop off the foot facing away from the rail a little harder. Initiate the 270 by twisting your upper body. You can swing your arms in order to support your rotation. The key point is to make sure that your tips don't catch on the rail right after the takeoff. As soon as the obstacle comes back into sight, you'll need to focus on the rail once again to land on it with your legs apart and your weight centered. The most obvious characteristic of a lip slide is that you don't jump on the rail from the side like you would usually do. To perform a lip slide, a left side spinner doesn't approach from the right side of the rail, but from the left. Keep in mind to set your in-run a little sideways and parallel in relation to the obstacle, of course this time coming from the left side. Once again, you'll need to pop off on the foot facing away from the rail a bit stronger and instantly start rotating by 90 degrees. This time, you'll want to prevent your tails from catching the edge of the rail just after the takeoff. The next task is to land on the obstacle and safely slide to its end. Once you've reached it, apply some pressure to the heel of your downhill ski as well as to the toes of your other ski in order to initiate the 270 off. The in-run once again is set to start from the left side of the rail, only this time switch. So, your line of sight is pointing over your left-hand shoulder in order to focus on the point that you're going to be taking off from. Then, during the takeoff, you need to make sure not to let your tips catch on the edge of the rail. Focus on the end of the rail while sliding, and finally initiate the rotation by putting weight on the toes of your downhill ski as well as the heel of your uphill ski. Right after the takeoff from the right side of the obstacle, you can try and bounce against it in order to simplify the next step. You need to instantly apply pressure to the heel of your downhill ski to initiate the frontside change, which is basically a 180 on the rail. It's necessary for you to energetically pop off the rail and subsequently twist your head and body to make the 180 happen. For the whole trick to look more fluid and smooth, as well as being easier to perform, you can use the momentum of the frontside changeup to seamlessly attach the 270 out at the end. Once again, your head is taking the lead during this rotation, which also needs to be supported by selectively applying pressure to your toe and heel correspondingly. By reaching down to the grab with that last one. That way, the Switch 5 Japan... By reaching deck... it's happening again.